Welcome everyone, Paul the Ash here. So, like I say, I've been meaning to start this, and I was watching Adam the Woo. I love Adam the Woo. Check out his channel, man, at adamthewoo.com. Sorry, Adam the Woo YouTube. Anyway, he's on YouTube. Just check him out. All you got to do is put go onto YouTube and go in the search bar and search what Adam the Woo. He's bound to come up. Anyway, sorry about that, Adam. I'm not very good at remembering these things necessarily. I will try and improve on that, because I like to promote your thing, because like I say, the thing is that I really love what you do, and anyway, look, I'm digressing. But anyway, it's something you said about it was in the van vlog when you were doing your van in the van. I can't remember what day. Yesterday, I think it was. Friday. No, what am I about? Sunday now. Saturday, I think it might have been. Anyway, it was on the weekend, I'm sure, near the weekend. Friday, Saturday, one of those days. And you were saying on the van blog that if you want a goal, to achieve a goal, to achieve something, to do something, but you've also said it in other vlogs as well, actually, and it does make a lot of sense to me, to be quite honest, is that you know, unless you put the 100% in, it's not going to work. And also that you can talk about it all the time. Just go out there and do it. And that's exactly what I do. I do it all the time. I talk about stuff and say what I'm going to do and never flipping do it. So today I'm making a start. And like I say, this is 365 days. I'm supposed to be making something creative each day. Yeah? And it's a really good book. It's like a diary as well. So you there's space to write in notes and stuff like that if you want to. But it does suggest having an online presence and sharing it online with people, and hopefully getting that encouragement and that positive feedback to help you to carry on doing. Because as you can imagine, trying to do something for 365 days every single day, it is a challenge. So, okay. So again, I haven't any real clear idea, to be quite honest, what I want to do creatively. And if I'm honest about it, actually I feel quite intimidated at the moment about starting something, because especially the fact that I'm filming myself doing it. So, anyway, I've decided to start something really, really simple. I was just having 40 winks earlier on, so that's why I'm a bit blurry-eyed. It is Sunday after all. Anyway, so it was weird because I woke up with this idea. I remember being part of another little art project thing, actually speaking on camera, funny enough. Anyway, again, don't want to start digressing. And I remember there was a particular artist on there, and she's sort of into, like, she's a bit of a Buddhist and this, that and the other, and she was, some of her pieces of work are centred around pebbles, funny enough. Just a common old garden pebble, which I literally found in the garden not 20 minutes ago. I washed it and everything, but it wasn't really, it was just a bit of dirt on it anyway. But I mean, I was hoping it might come up a bit more shiny and like maybe have some like nice pattern in it, but sadly it's just a bit of a dull one. Well, never mind, that's not to worry. I'm sure my artistic license will allow me to create slightly more swirly patterns perhaps in my versions of this. So anyway, as I say, just common old garden pebble, and I've got these little square block canvases. They're quite cheap. I mean, when I originally bought these ones, they were about £1 each. But since then I've gone back to that same place, and it's been a couple of years since, and because I've had these for a couple of years. I mean, it shows you I buy art materials. I've got loads of art materials all around my house in various nooks and crannies. and I'm constantly buying stuff from art shops. I can't, like I say, I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. Never take me into an art shop with money in my pocket. Do not do it, because I can't help myself. I mean, I see stuff in there and I was like, oh, look at that, oh, I've got to have one of them. Oh, I've never tried one of them. What's that do? Oh, honestly, I really am. I mean, I might be nearly 50 years of age, but I am flipping. You take me into an art shop, man. Oh, that's it. Do you know what I mean? All bets are off. Do you know? Oh dear. Anyway, sorry, I'm doing it again. So, like I say, these canvases, these little canvases, they're quite nice. I don't know exactly what the size actually is. I guess I could always measure it. I don't know. Let's have a look. Just out of curiosity, I guess, more than anything. Right, so this has got inches on it, so this reckons it's about 5 inches, and presumably, being a square, it'll be 5 inches the other way. More or less, it's slightly off on that side, but I mean, you know, it's not about accuracy or what's it. So it's about 5 by 5 inches square, you know what I mean? So, just for anybody out there that really was desperate to know just how big that was, or small. Anyway, so, like I say, I've got these little canvases, and I've already done a couple of little things with them, other little projects that I did ages ago. I've now got them on my wall. Oh, I'll tell you what, why don't I just pan up to the wall so that you guys can see. Save messing about, I guess. Right, so that's my shoes, by the way. An ex pair of shoes, that is, which I stuck on the wall because I just thought it looked cool coming out of the wall, sticking out the wall. Anyway, they are. You see, there's those little canvases, and in that instance, I did chess pieces. I drew chess pieces on there, and I just thought that would be quite good. And then there's another one up there. I don't, I don't know if you can, how well you can see that, because on the screen, like I always say about this screen on here, that it's a little bit difficult to tell whether what you can actually see in the finished product. And there's the other ones there, and there's the backs of those trainers, by the way. I'll just zoom in a little bit, maybe that's better. And that's based on some photographs I took of myself in the dark with a blue light shining underneath myself and casting different shadows across my face. And that's the results of them. So I don't know how clearly you can see them. Maybe I should have brought one down. But anyway, so like I say, so, and this is just some of my artwork on the walls as well. So let's get back to where we were and get to the present day, so to speak. So, sorry, just bear with me a second as I flip the screen back round so I can make sure that I'm in frame, and that you're not just getting the top of my, oh, you see. Right, hang on, maybe I need to, sorry, bear with me a second. Right. Ooh, right, I think that's about right. Right, so, as I say, I'll tell you what, I will bring, let's bring that on, it's kind of interesting, I think the one's interesting as well. You see, that, like I say, I don't know if you can see that better, I've just noticed that because of the varnish, it's reflecting on the, anyway, so, as you can see, this is my bald head, that's a bit of my nose there, and this is part of my, well actually I'm not sure what part that is to be quite honest now that I think about it. I would have thought it was somewhere around here, but for the life of me I can't remember. I did those a few years ago now, so they're a couple of years old. Right, so, but anyway, yeah, so basically hopefully you get the gist that these little canvases, they're quite cute, you know what I mean? You can do little, very simple little things with them. And I needed something simple to start off with, because I was finding this, I guess that's why I kept on putting it off, because I was finding this a little bit daunting. And, you know, the thing is that, sorry, I've just noticed that the top of my head seems to be almost cut off. I don't. You see, that's the artist in me. You see, I can see the little screen, and I can see where I'm sitting inside that screen. And I'm a sort of person that I tend to like. I'm not really. Sorry, I can't think of the word for a minute. I don't necessarily like unbalanced pictures. You see, I see that as a picture in front of me, like a painting, very much like a painting. I guess I see it more like that. And you know, if the top of my head's missing like this, and that's the border of the screen sort of thing, it just makes me feel very uncomfortable because it just doesn't look right. You know, I like a bit of balance, about a bit of symmetry in a picture, but it doesn't. I mean, that doesn't. Again, oh sorry, I'm going into big long discussions about art here, and I'm trying to keep this simple. But suffice it to say that I like lots of different paintings for lots of different reasons. Sometimes I like symmetry, sometimes I like a painting even if it hasn't got symmetry. But more often than not, I must admit, symmetry in a painting is something that I rather like. Balance, I like a balance in a painting. Rather than sort of like something way off into the corner that makes like the painting look as though it should be top heavy and fall over. Obviously not in reality, but just within my head, the way my brain perceives it. As I say, I'm not really explaining myself very clearly or very well here perhaps, and maybe unnecessarily so. So, back to the task. Sorry. Right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to start off with just a basic HB pencil, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my little pebble, and it doesn't have to be absolutely 100% spot on. I just wanted to get a rough shape and a rough idea of my pebble, and I much prefer having something in front of me to draw from rather than draw from my mind, although sometimes I will do that, but I'm one of these artists that much prefers to have something in front of me to draw from, as opposed to just doing it purely out of my head. And like I say, sometimes I can do it out of my head, you know, I don't know, I just